Okay, test number two. The first recording completely failed. Anyway, so I only want to show you guys something. Yeah, this is just cool. This is Space Engineer, as you guys can see, but I haven't made a video for a long time. This is my survival in progress, I guess. This is the scenario for the crash red ship. Um, I know maybe it's a little too late to do a tutorial for Space Engineer. I mean, it's been out for a while. The survival genre has, I mean, the survival mode has been out for a while. Um, but there's a lot of people that still plays, and there's a lot of newcomers that was playing creative mode that switched over. So I think, ah, crap. Can I finish this? No, I don't have stuff. Okay, so I need to finish this. Anyway, so yeah, as you can see, you have glass now. It's really pretty. They're bulletproof, so yeah. And there's several new changes to energy. Okay, let me go charge myself. So while I do that, we can talk a little. There's several new changes um, to this new survival thing. First of all, there's introduction of um, the cargo ships that you can capture, and that wasn't new. And then solar panel, that also wasn't new. What is new is they added um, the space asteroids that can destroy your base, and then they also made the Gatling gun and the defensive turrets active. The single machine gun defensive turrets inside the ship. Those are also now active, so that's pretty cool. What I'm going to do today isn't going to show you any of that. I mean, I can, but I don't really want to. What I'm going to do is just go through a quick guide of the survival for newcomers and stuff like that. So very quickly, this is the crashed new ship. As you can see, I dug it out of the rock and I kind of repaired it up a little, and then I'm starting to build stuff to it. Um, I added a whole bunch of solar panel on it, so it's more or less self-sufficient on power. Um, Two things. When you first start it, you have to build a refinery and assembler. Turn them off when you don't need them. That way, your ship use can survive a lot longer on very little power. That's one. Two, have a beacon. So if you're out and about in space digging for stuff, mining stuff like that, it's you would still be able to find your base. Um, and also, as you can see, there's four little yellow squares. These are my landing pads. I need to put lights on them, but um, they're made out of heavy block. You have to make a landing pads out of heavy block. You can't use the light armor because the thrusters on small ships or the thrusters on any ship will melt through armor. Heavy armor will sustain a lot more damage and it's much easier to repair. And you can take off and land several times before you have to kind of repair it. So heavy armor's a must. I have a mining ship, but it's really far away. I left it somewhere. So at first, one of the first ship you have to capture is a ship called a private sail. It's a very small ship with solar panels on it. Best thing to do is I'll show you guys in a little bit later. Bring it back to your base. Leave it next to your base. Take the uranium out of it. Leave the ship on, and rename the beacon. So it's kind of like you will always see where your base is, no matter where you are. The second important ship you need to capture is what I call the capture ship, but you can call it whatever you want. It's the mining carriage. As you can see, there's one in the distance that's flying towards it, but I have a couple, so I don't need to capture and get any more of them. This is what it looks like. Very simple. When you see them get to the back end of the ship, there is a access door. You get in, there's a cockpit. No traps. Um, Turn the inertia dampener on, bring it back to base. This is what it looks like. Let me show you what it looks like when in action, essentially. It's up here somewhere. No, don't let me run into that. Ow. Okay, where is it? I know it's here. Oh, there it is. I see you. Yeah. So this is the modified version that I did. Basically, as you can see, I put blocks everywhere. And I replaced one of the containers with a large reactor. And I put a crap ton of uranium in it so I don't have to worry about running out. I moved the cockpit up here. I'm thinking about changing it and making it into some other cockpit because, or at least the one that have no panel, so I can, first person it. Basically, what I'm doing is I'll go up to large ships because some of these ships have bombs in them, so you have to disarm them. But if you sit around and you try to disarm a ship while it's moving, it's extremely difficult. So you have to stop them. But if you get close to them and you turn the inertia dampener on, they'll just blow up. So you need one of these. You basically go up to the ship, use your landing gear to lock onto the ship, and then you turn your ship's inertia dampener on. Use your ship's power to stop it. That way, the ship's own power doesn't turn on, the generator doesn't, not their thrusters doesn't move, and therefore it won't blow up. So this is the second most useful ship, I think, in the survival mode. At least to me it is. Now, every ship have explosives and traps and stuff. I'm going to give you guys the basics on some of the smaller ones. You guys can figure out the bigger ones yourself. This is a mine layer ship. As you can see, there was warheads everywhere. Here's the compartment where the mine layers are stored. There is the head of the ship, where all of the control rooms are and stuff. So if you get to the area that's conjoined, you'll find a small reactor. A small thruster and a warhead here. Disable that, and then you can drill through right here, this piece, into the hull, the container area. As you can see, there's a thruster here, and then there's 2 or 3 warheads here. I can't remember. Disable all of them. This ship is good to go. Gonna show you guys one more, which is my pretty work in progress. My escort carrier or military escort ship. Military escort does not look like this. There's 2 small thrusters in the back and a machine gun. I changed it to a large thruster just because extra speed. It's right here. If you go through this panel right here, there's 2 bombs in here and a thruster and a small thruster. Go through this panel where you see 2 windows. Go through that, you'll see it right under you. There's 2 warheads and a small thruster that you deactivate, and you're good to go. This is one of the most useful ships because there's just so many solar panels you can use. And then eventually I might want to use this ship for something, but I'm not sure yet. So this ship, the traps are not so obvious, and if they go off, the only thing it does is it blows off all of the solar panels, so the solar panel will drift off, and there's no way you can gather them all fast enough. So it's right here on both sides of the where it's connected to the front. There is a small thruster and a warhead on each side. That'll disconnect the ship completely, and the solar panel will fly off, like I said. What else? There are 2 other ships that are trapped, that are booby trapped. One is the large military transport. One of these. I can tell you there's 4 bombs in it. You just kind of have to find it yourself, because I don't want to make it too easy. The other one is the mining equivalent of this ship. reactors right there. There's one bomb in this one, not that hard to find. Again, I'll leave it up to you guys, and I won't spoil the fun. There's a hold here. That's not where the bomb is. It's close, but it's not. Um, Now I want to show you the private sale and my mining ship, or mining drill ship. Now you do need a small ship for mining, uranium and stuff like that. I mean, you can capture these ships, but this is part of the survival, is to mine your own resources. So this is the private sale. I'm sure if you play it, you've seen it. I repaired one of the solar panels, and I took some of the stuff off the backs just so I can get in easier. But as you can see, I'm gonna go charge my shield or my suit real quick. Let me. Okay, it's very maneuverable, and it's very good because it literally uses no power. And as you can see, I have a very small amount of uranium, but if I don't move it, the fuel time says 0, which means I'm not using any uranium. That or it's not working at all, but obviously it's working, so I'm not using uranium. Okay, so it's charged. I'm going to show you a very basic design of a mining ship. So basically, a cockpit, a large reactor in the back. There are some vertical stabilizers, just so to hold it in place. Some small engines, 3 landing strut. If you don't have decent amount of landing strut, the ship will vibrate and fall apart. It's a very open design. I might want to, seal up this thing a little bit better. I touched it. No. Okay. There we go. Okay. This is my design of the drill bit. People kept saying they break off. I haven't had this happen to me yet, and my idea is maybe I should even extend this a little bit longer, but when you drill, as everything else in Space Engineer, do it very slowly and cautiously. This is survival, so things are much more easier to break than the creative mode. Creative mode, these things you can shoot it with rockets and it won't blow up. So this is my mining ship, and yeah, again, I will eventually maybe change my design a little bit, extend it a little bit more, and put 2 drilling heads in front of it instead of 1. But I tried it with 2, and it seems like there's a lot of vibration. That right there is a mine detector. Always have to have one of these. So yep, this is my survival mode. At least this is as far as I've gotten. And as each update comes out, I will add more and change my build. And hopefully, eventually, this will be something that's very successful. Oh, by the way, this is uranium. It's black, if you want to see it. If it's reddish, is iron, and then can't tell you what the other colors are. Obviously, gold is gold. So uranium it looked like gold. It's completely black. So this whole entire thing is uranium, and I'm gonna try to mine as much as I can because I'm running low on it. Again, see, of all of those ships I captured, if you capture a ship, unless you wanted to disassemble them, you're gonna use them at some point. You're gonna need a lot of uranium to power these ships at some point. So if you want to build a fleet, you better have a very healthy stockpile of uranium. Let me pick up this one right here. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy my video, and this is my Space Engineer update. As more update comes out, if it really affects survival mode, I will show you guys something, and I'll show you guys a couple new builds in the future. I have plans on building a couple interesting ships in creative mode, and at some point I'm gonna finish that my military escort. So hope you guys enjoy and take care.